I need a tailor, darling.
You're losing weight. Eat your cream of wheat.
I'm shrinking, only my feet are getting bigger.
Good morning.
Morning.
Do it while you're young.
Do what?
Whatever you're doing. Do it when you can. By the way, remind me to buy you a new car. And I think you should have a Packard.
Packards haven't been made for 30 years, Gramp.
No? I guess you're out of luck then.
There's a new shipment coming into the store today. Lots of pre-war British poetry.
Great.
Oh, you're not interested.
Sure I am. Pre-which war?
First?
Somebody help me up, or I'll be late for work.
You don't go to work, Gramp. You're retired.
That is a rumor they started to try to force me out. By the way, remember one thing. If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing.
That's why we're always broke.
Don't worry about it. I'm on the verge.
Of what?
It's a good question.
I need a tailor. I'm shrinking.
I'll take them in.
You will?
Yeah.
Good.
In my neighborhood, we don't live so good. The rooms are small and the buildings made of wood. I hear the neighbors talking about you and me. I guess I heard it all, 'cause the talk is loud and the walls are much too thin. He don't really love her. That's what I heard them say. You sure wasn't thinking of her, but the days. Oh no, no, no. I saw him in the front yard. Said the boy in room 149. He was talking to a girl.
When do you expect me? Blair.
Standing there together. Oh, they look so good. I don't wanna hear it anymore. I don't wanna hear it.
Hi. Mr. Kenmore called. Ed Breck from Citibank and a Mr. Blair just called for Frederick Stockheim's of Trans-Allied Silver.
What's his number?
He said he'd call back.
Where's my red pen? Wise guy.
Didn't you tell Doris you'd have Xeroxes of those credit forms on her desk by 3 p.m. last Friday?
I meant to.
Yes or no?
Yeah,
You just what? You just forgot.
No, there was a
That's
meeting
the second time this month.
Why don't you use that tone of voice on an uncle?
I don't have an uncle.
Well, then why don't you use it on Hayes or somebody who's in a position to fire you? Don't use it on her.
Excuse me. Mr. Levin's office.
Byron Levin in.
It's Blair.
Hello?
Levin?
Yeah, Byron Levin here.
Frederick Stockheim wants to see you.
What for?
Been parked in front of your bank in a black Seville.
Get in.
I have a car.
He wants me to take you.
You work for him, I don't. Where is he?
The Bonaventure Hotel.
How will I know who he is?
You'll know.
What you want me to do? I try money first, but if it doesn't work, I want you to get him in front of the hotel.
Mr. Stockhines?
Go back to the door. You stay over there. Sit down.
Yes, Mr. Stockhines?
Bring my suite. People don't like bankers. Have you ever noticed that?
I don't think of myself as a banker.
I made my offer. I don't like bankers myself. I don't trust them.
Yes, sir, Mr. Stockhines.
Bring Mr. Levin white wine and a lobster salad.
Right away.
I'm not hungry.
You will be.
Why did you ask me here?
What do you know about Trans-Allied Silver?
That you run it?
I don't run it, I own it. What about what you wrote in Galbraith's economic seminar at Harvard? With the multinational corporations, patriotism has become loyalty not to the mother country, but to the mother company, government in the service of business. A vivid case in point is Trans-Allied Silver. Stockhines and his billion-dollar corporation have complete control of the economic and political life of Costa Salva.
Yes.
Try my suite again. Trans-Allied Silver is not a corporation, it's a civilization.
I'm sorry, Mr.
Is that what you call wanting to control the world, civilization?
You keep trying, that's what you are paid for.
Look, I don't have the time
To make $1 million in one weekend? Cash, no taxes. Your former roommate, this will be out tomorrow. You'll be doing him a big favor if you change his mind.
About what?
Yes?
She was here, sir, but she's gone.
Where's she now?
She's waiting for him in front of the hotel.
I love Lorenzo. You know, I bought him his first horse when he was 6, and a Maserati when he was 14. But he must not abuse my love. He must not steal my silver.
Nationalize.
That's what it is, stealing.
The silver's there, in Costa Salva. It's his land.
Why his? We're not in 1949. Nation states are dead. Futures with money, not with governments. They have no power now. They are owned. In 10 years, multinationals will own 65% of the world. How old are you, 28?
30.
Too old to be a lackey in a bank filled with other people's money. You were hungry after all.
I'm not gonna do anything against Lorenzo.
When you changed your mind, call me.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Stockhines.
I'm Byron Levin. I just had lunch with your husband.
White wine and lobster salad?
Uh-huh.
I hope you enjoyed it.
You're rotting your soul, do you know that?
Excuse me, I'm late.
If you ever touch him again, or any other man, I'll kill you.
Six great books today.
It's terrific.
And not just the pre-war British. I got a signed first edition of Lowell's Imitations.
It's great.
How was your day?
Same.
Who are you?
Byron, your grandson.
Oh, hello, darling.
And how are your head, your back, your hips, and your spirits?
I could use some spirits. You didn't ask about my love life.
That's because you've been out of action for a while, Gramp.
Is that the truth? Who is she?
That's Vicky.
The face is gorgeous, and there's no beard on it. Why did you marry her?
Oh, Byron's not ready to get married. He's only 30.
But you didn't want to get married.
I don't. I'm gonna wait another 40 or 50 years until we get to know each other.
Byron, do you mind if I ask you a question?
Go right ahead.
What am I worth? A lot.
You're smart, you're generous.
I want to figure in dollars and cents.
There, you might come up a little short.
I thought I was a millionaire.
You were.
Who stole it?
Nobody stole it. We blew it. Stocks, bonds, bad timing.
Who's taking care of me now?
You're taking care of yourself, Gramp.
Don't kid me. Who's paying the rent here?
I am.
I must be a terrible burden to both of you.
You are the joy of our lives. And if you weren't here, I don't think I would be either.
What do you do with yourself, darling?
I'm a book dealer.
Baseball, football.
No, that's a bookmaker. I buy and sell books.
But is it profitable?
Sometimes.
Motherless cunt.
I will not have this kind of talk in my house.
Hey, look at it. It's Lorenzo. God, he looks great, doesn't he?
This in the United States is the equivalent of $2. This is not an economy. We need $100 million to go for food, housing, medicine, schools, roads, land, hospitals, you see. But in answer to your question, I am willing to talk to the government of the United States. I am more than willing. But you see, in the position that I am in now, I have to keep an open mind. So I talk to anyone.
Anyone? Even Frederick Stockhines, the chairman of the board of Trans-Allied Silver?
Mr. Stockhines was a very dear friend of my father's, and he is always welcome to Costa Salva, as a tourist.
Mr. President, aren't you afraid that some people will...
You see, I am afraid of one thing, is that I would let the people of Costa Salva down. But before I do this, I would die.
Thank you, Mr. President.
That's easy for him to say. He's only 14 years old. A man without money has no weight in the world. None.
Why does he have it down?
You jealous?
Maybe. He's doing what he loves. I'm doing what I hate.
Frederick Stockhines.
I had lunch with him today.
What?
He sent someone over to the bank for me.
How could you even talk to him?
Curiosity. He wants me to work on Lorenzo.
Well, I hope you told him to go to hell.
He offered me $1 million.
Well, what did you say?
This is the Frederick Stockhines who died with the long toenails and fingernails.
That was Howard Hughes, Gramp. Stockhines is still alive.
Stay away from them. They're all the same.
What did you say?
I said yes.
You did not.
That's right. I did not. I told him to go to hell.
Byron, don't leave me.
I'm only going to answer the phone, Gramp.
Ask who's there. Make sure it's not an enemy.
Who's calling? Bob.
Oh, I'll take it inside.
Who's Bob?
Oh, he's from the bookstore.
Byron, what city are we in? Paris?
Los Angeles.
Who's in Paris?
10 million Parisians.
What a lot of Frenchmen. Oh, my.
Eat your steak.
Spinach I like better. They'll hear you. Who? All of them. I am in mortal danger.
I'll protect you.
You're not taking me seriously. Have I ever told you before that I was in mortal danger?
Yes.
When?
Last night, the night before, the night before that.
When they've taken me away, you'll be sorry you laughed at me.
I'm not laughing at you.
You think I don't know what's happened to me?
Come on, go to sleep, Graham. Come on.
No, go, get away from me. Get away. Get away.
Hello. Hello?
This is Catherine Starkines.
Hi.
How often do you say to women what you said to me?
Never.
Do you want to see me?
When?
At Casey's in 15 minutes.
How,
He don't really love her. That's what I heard them say. You sure wasn't thinking of the day.
Bloody Mary, please.
Oh,
Bonaventure Hotel.
Mrs. Stockines, please.
Room 3108, I'll ring them for you. Hello?
What happened? Hello? Hello?
Bonaventure Hotel.
Yes, Alberta. I was talking to room 3108, and we would, I don't know, we were cut off.
You weren't cut off. The party hung up, and there's a do not disturb on that line now.
But when a nice girl falls in love, ain't it just too bad she had to fall? The boy doesn't care for her at all. I don't want to hear it anymore. I just can't stand to hear it anymore. 'Cause the talk just never ends, and the heartache soon begins. The talk is so loud, and the walls are much too thin.
Byron, are you all right?
Yeah.
Loan applications.
Yeah.
To all of them?
Yes.
I'm being decapitated. Save me, darling.
Don't move, and everything will be fine.
I have more hair on the left side than I have on the right, but you keep chopping away at the right.
I'll finish the left in a second.
In my day, barbers didn't argue. They said, yes, sir, Mr. Klein, and no, sir, Mr. Klein. Tell me something, darling. Who is Ruth?
Your daughter, my mother.
Slowly now, I don't want to miss this. My daughter is your mother?
That's right.
My darling daughter. Oh, my darling daughter, do me a favor. Give Mother a call. I have a terrible feeling something has happened to her.
She's dead, Graham.
Who's dead?
Mom, Ruth.
Oh,
your
no,
daughter.
No.
Don't do that, Graham.
When did it happen?
26 years ago.
Why wasn't I told?
You were.
What about my mother?
She's been dead a long time.
They're all dead. No one's left.
I'm left.
Who are you?
Byron, your grandson.
Don't leave me. Don't ever leave me.
I'll never leave you.
Who else is left?
You're left.
Who am I?
Walter Klein.
Shh, that's so loud they'll hear you. I'm next on the list.
There is no list.
That's easy for you to say. Would you take my place?
Anytime.
Are you writing this down?
Oh, Byron's word's good.
I wouldn't trust him if he were my sister. A woman as beautiful as you can get away with anything.
Oh, I look horrible.
You look gorgeous, like a biblical beauty. Delilah, Bathsheba, Marion Davies. Oh, swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Why did he stop?
Why did who stop?
The fellow who was singing.
That was you.
Was I good?
You were excellent.
Call the Metropolitan Opera.
I'll call the Metropolitan Opera. What do you want me to tell them, Mr. Klein?
Who?
The Metropolitan.
Let them wait. They need me. I don't need them. There they are.
Hello? Hello?
Tell them to speak to my attorney.
Who was it?
Nobody. I'm gonna go for a drive.
Where?
I don't know.
Who is it?
Byron Levin. Let's go.
Who do you think you are?
Come on. Come on.
You're kidnapping me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But you're not going to make love to me.
I'll never touch you again. Until you ask me to.
You must think I'm as insane as you are. Answer me.
What's the question?
What is so special about me that you do all these things that I could have you arrested for?
Your eyes, your smile.
I didn't smile at you.
Okay, I guess it was your eyes then.
You must be very lonely.
No. It's just that when I saw you, I knew.
Knew what?
The guard put his elbow in my ribs.
I want to get out.
Go ahead. What are you doing? Wait! What are you, trying to kill us? What's the matter with you? Close the door.
I thought you were going to kill me anyway.
I said if you ever made love to your husband...
I did.
Come on. Come on.
Why?
Because we're gonna fall in love and last together.
I couldn't hear what you said.
I said that we're... Get in and I'll repeat it.
How did you know I wouldn't call the police?
I didn't. I've been waiting for years for something to come along. Something, someone who would change my life.
Do you live alone?
I live with my grandfather and a girl.
Do you love her?
We get along. Where did you meet Starkines?
At a dinner party in London.
Whose party?
The Moroccan ambassadors.
Another penniless boyfriend?
He wasn't my boyfriend. I was with someone else.
But you left with Starkines.
He took me home.
And?
We said goodnight.
And?
He called me next morning and asked me out for dinner.
And you said yes?
I said I didn't think we should see each other anymore. He apologized for having bothered me and said goodbye.
The next day he called you.
I called him.
And said what? That you wanted to meet him at Casey's?
Fouquet.
And he came, and you didn't? And he waited?
We both came. Then we went back to his hotel. And 3 days later, he called me from Buenos Aires and proposed. I wanted to meet you last night, but I couldn't.
You're full of shit. I can't believe it. I can't get a heart out. One morning in the car, in the bank. 5 minutes ago outside, I had a heart on. I could have hung a towel on it. Now, every time in my life something goes right, it always seems to go wrong.
Just relax.
No, you don't understand. You know the national anthem?
What?
Star Spangled Banner?
I know the words,
Mm-hmm.
but I cannot sing.
Recite it for me.
Oh, say, can you see, by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming?
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at it.
What does it look like?
It's beautiful.
Is it different?
Mm-hmm.
How?
It's yours. was there before Starkines?
There were a few.
Who was the first?
An Italian,
Mussolini?
Renzo Caldone. He owned a construction company.
Who else was there?
A Spaniard.
Who owns half of Madrid?
A few acres.
No rich industrialist from Rio?
Why are you asking me all this? To hurt me? Or to excite yourself?
I don't know. Both.
What made you go into banking?
Boredom, stupidity, failure. I tried a lot of things. Teaching, driving a cab, writing.
What kind of writing?
Comedy. I used to write some skits and short plays. Had a very good ear for voices. Used to do impressions.
Who?
Anybody.
Do Burt Lancaster.
Catherine, I want you to take your middle finger. I want you to shove it right up life's ass.
Who else?
Let's see. Who's this? Sit down, sit down. Transallied Salva is not a corporation. It is a civilization. I love Lorenzo. But he must not abuse my love. I bought him his first Maserati when he was 2. And his first spaceship when he was 3. But he must not steal my silver.
Who else can you do?
Frederick, darling, I love you, but I can't wait for you to drop dead because you are so much older than I am, and you are so much richer. And when you die, I will inherit all your money and go to Europe with Ulf and travel to Sweden because he's so beautiful.
You understand nothing.
About what?
Frederick, me, anything.
Tell me you won't ever leave me. Tell me you won't ever leave me. Tell me.
I won't.
You want what? 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 Tell me. Tell me. I love you.
To me.
Who's that? Renzo Caldone? Is it your father? Where is he now?
Dead. Why don't you die too? Kill me if I touch another man. Last until we die. You're full of shit. Stronzo, merdoso. You couldn't even keep yourself from sniffing after the girl in front of the hotel.
What girl?
Like a dog.
I was clearing my sinuses. You were the one who was looking at the repulsive greaseball John.
I never look at strangers.
What about me?
I thought you were different.
Where are you going?
Anywhere away from you.
Don't say that. We're gonna be everything to each other.
What?
I'm your father. You're my mother. I'm your husband. You're my wife. I'm your chauffeur. You're my car.
When I was 12, I came home from school one day. My mother and my sister were away. But it was strange, because every other day my father had been at the door to kiss me and smile at me and ask me everything that happened. I called out for him, but there was no answer. I looked in the living room, in the kitchen, in the library. I went upstairs and knocked on the door of his bedroom. There was still no answer. I tried to open it, but it was locked. I ran downstairs again, got the key, ran back upstairs, and opened the door. He was hanging, naked, from the rafters. His penis was sticking out, and his feet were blue.
Catherine?
Bonaventure Hotel.
Starkines, 3108.
Yes? Who's this?
Hanklin wants to see you.
Tell him I'll see him later.
He's here to see you.
I have some bad news for you, Byron. You're fired.
What's the matter?
It's a strange question to ask after a little vacation, don't you think?
I got fired
What? When?
just now.
Why?
Starkines.
Jesus, does he control the world?
Part of it. I'm glad. My life stopped when I took that job.
So did mine.
Hotel.
Stock Hines, 3108.
Yes?
This is Byron Levin. Is it too late to reconsider?
Be in front of your house in an hour.
What are you doing? You're going to Costa Salva.
Police! Police! Officer, take out your revolver. We're surrounded.
It's Byron, Graham. There's nothing to be afraid of.
I knew we shouldn't have moved to Paris. Los Angeles was bad enough.
We're not in Paris, Graham.
You broke the binding. You don't give a damn, do you?
I'm sorry. I'll pay you for it.
Oh, with what? Stock Hines' money?
Don't leave me, Byron.
I have to, Graham. I'll be back in a few days. I promise you.
Did you hear that? He promised you. What more could you want?
Don't use him.
It's all over, isn't it?
No, it's just...
Go ahead, abandon me. I don't need you.
Glad to have you on the team.
Don't you ever confuse me with you.
Yes. Just do it. Right in the cockpit. You too, Luis.
Yes, sir.
Now, were you expecting someone else?
No. I just thought...
Byron Levin, my wife.
How do you do?
Pleasure.
Let's go. It doesn't matter what he says on television. He knows that Costa Salva can't survive without help. Bring Mr. Levin champagne and shrimp.
You're always ordering for me, but you never eat anything yourself.
Food is not important to me. Look this over. I want you to be prepared.
What does he know?
About what?
Us.
What is there to know?
Do you know what I'd like to do to you right now? Shh. Right now.
Touch me. Kiss me. Make love to me.
I'd like to break your neck.
Counting my fragments. Are you busy, baby? Massage me. Piaciuto.
No, ci sono ospiti.
Anche io spero non dire ospiti. Tutte queste sceme dietro di te sono cretino, non capisci niente.
Non ti faccio male?
No, al contrario, più forte, ancora più forte. E giù.
No.
Sai che ti dico? Mira qui. Ma non è bene. Non c'è, cretino.
I cabled Lorenzo to tell him you were coming down.
Frederick, I must say you're a sight for sore eyes.
Welcome. Marvelous, boy.
Oh, you look marvelous, dear.
Thank you.
It's a great honor, sir. We need you in Costa Salva now more than ever.
How are you, Melanie?
Gee, you look great, Mr. Stockhines. I don't know how you do it.
Clean living. How's your president?
He avoids us. It's hard to believe that he is his father's son.
It's a strange costume you're wearing.
Well, that's a strange airline you're flying. Unless you did it for the stewardess.
Catherine.
Stockhines.
Yes, I've heard stories about how lovely you were, but this is unfair. She should be a princess or a queen, no?
You're embarrassing me.
You must do this all the time.
Not from the ruler of a country.
Lorenzo. Uncle Frederick. Why are you wearing a beard?
So I can look like Abraham Lincoln. So you'll stay at the palace with me, no?
Of course you will.
Good. I'd love to invite everyone here, but my jeep seats only two.
How uncomfortable does it get if there are three?
That depends who the third person is.
Now go ahead. I'll see you at the embassy. You stay at the airport, Luis.
Okay, Mr. Stockholm.
What happened to your Maserati?
Chief is democratic. Is your husband come to Costa Salva for a last look?
I think he has a bit more in his mind.
Or a suntan?
Frederick doesn't like the sun. He likes silver.
He's done quite well for himself with my country's silver.
I know that working with you is more important to him than anything.
Not more important than you.
You're still trying to make me blush.
You live less so easily?
I get angry easily. So does Frederick.
Byron, she's fantastic, huh? It's the kind of woman we should marry, huh?
Cuando el destino de toda la humanidad está en juego. Nuestras acciones, camaradas, nuestras acciones es la unidad del pueblo de Costa Salva. Nuestras acciones es la lucha constante contra el imperialismo yanqui. Compañeros, tenemos que buscar la unidad del pueblo, de nuestro pueblo. Y el hombre que nos ha de llevar a esa lucha está aquí, ahora, con nosotros, es nuestro presidente, Lorenzo Prado.
¿Estamos preparados?
Mejor que nunca, Lorenzo.
¿Hasta la victoria siempre?
¡Hasta siempre! Este hombre, compañeros, compañeros, este hombre es capaz de dar la vida por Costa Salva. Es capaz de dar la vida por nosotros. Démosle a nuestro presidente un grito de batalla y de guerra. Si usted no es fascista, salte por Lorenzo Prado. Si usted no es fascista, salte. Si usted no es fascista, salte por Lorenzo Prado. Si usted no es fascista, salte por Lorenzo Prado. ¡Prado!
Will you come to the embassy for lunch?
Yes. It's my pleasure.
2 o'clock.
Fine.
Buscabas mi compañía, volvíamos de la escuela sin tener miedo a la vida. Y toda la noche bailaste con él, si tus ojos miraban fingían no ver, yo no pude saber si era dicho dolor, recordando mi primer amor. Los domingos a la tarde yo te invitaba a pasear, noviecita de mi infancia.
You can't stop yourself with her.
I don't know.
Do you want to?
No.
When I got Stockhines' telex, I thought you were coming down there for him.
Now you know I wasn't.
What did he want from you?
He wanted me to try to convince you to go along with him. The way your father did. Bribes, kickbacks, no nationalization.
How much did he offer you?
$1 million.
I'm sorry.
About what?
$1 million to convince me? To kill me? Stockhines may be many things, but he's no fool. Anytime you want to kill a man, you go for his bodyguard or his friend. You still have innocence, Pito. Of course, maybe if you cared less about this obsession with romance and this ideal woman of yours, you see things with a clearer eye.
Senor Presidente, such words of wisdom are overwhelming.
$1 million, huh? I'm going to change everything in Costa Salva. Even the national anthem. I wrote the new one myself. Do you want to hear it?
Nope.
Este momento es para mi país. Mi país es mi vida. Este momento es para mi país. Mi país es mi vida. What do you think?
A little short, isn't it?
I want it to be. I want a society built on impatience.
I like the Star-Spangled Banner better.
Si no fuera por ti, que supiste mirar,
Piro. Quiero comerme esa conchita. I know this girl. Adela. Adela. ¿Dónde estás? Tenemos que hablar, mi querida. Piro, ya vengo. Adela.
que me empuja hacia ti. Pensamiento.
Voglio registrare, presidente del país. Es un acto patriótico.
Mañana, ¿dónde estarás? Ahora mejor que nunca, nunca jamás. Vas a volar, amor, vas a volar sobre el mar, el sol.
Y aquí se quiere la clara, la entrenable transparencia de tu querida presencia como revolucionario. Te conduce nueva empresa donde inspira la firmeza. Viro, ¿dónde está tu pasión por la vida?
What happened to Vito? In the old days, you'd have joined me in a minute.
Is that why you did that, to test me?
Who knows why we do anything?
Huh. You better not put that in any of your speeches.
How was your grandfather?
In and out.
Huh?
Adela, ¿se puso al principio?
It's no longer the presidential palace, you know. It's the palace of the people. You want to get back to her? I'll see you later, huh?
Hola.
Bueno.
Quiero hablar con el presidente en el palacio, por favor, el urgente.
¿Quién habla, por favor?
Soy su amigo, Byron Levin.
¿Quién?
Byron Levin.
Un momento, por favor. Lo estoy conectando.
Hello? Lorenzo, listen. I think there is something going on.
What is it?
I'm in the marketplace, and Blair, Stockhines' guy, is talking to someone who looks like one of your people.
Don't worry about this.
What do you mean, don't worry? You said it yourself. You always go for a bodyguard or a friend. Stockhines is paying someone off to kill you.
Vamos a tener que cerrar la ruta al aeropuerto.
Sí, por supuesto.
Vamos a tener que llamar a la segunda unidad de los guardias nacionales.
You're all idiots. You have mashed up everything. The mountains, the city, the port. You're completely unprotected. Idiots.
Además, aquí y aquí la situación está bastante brava.
Sí.
I'm not interested in your
¿Me parece,
nonsense.
general, que llamemos la tercera unidad de generales?
You're early. Where's Lorenzo? You came to Costa Salva to do a job for Frederick. Have you done it?
Why are you doing this? Don't you see?
See what?
That this isn't what we were made for.
What were we made for?
Obsession, ecstasy, love.
Who do you think you are? Do you think because I let you make love to me that you have some claim on me?
Let me?
You've nothing to do with me. Nothing.
What are you doing here? What have you done with Lorenzo?
I haven't done anything with Lorenzo.
I hope the president's not too offended when he sees we've started without him.
He's 90 minutes late to the future of Costa Salva.
The future of America.
I've had too much champagne, Mr. Stockhines. Do you think I'll jinx the toast if I drink coffee instead?
Not if you drink it black.
Black as a devil, hot as hell, pure as an angel, sweet as love. That's what Talleyrand said about coffee. Talleyrand was the greatest diplomat in the history of the world.
Until Ambassador Ports came along.
I think I can accept second place to Talleyrand.
I'd like to propose a toast to the memory of our never-to-be-forgotten leader, Francisco Prado.
May his life serve as a model.
For everybody or just Lorenzo?
Can it, Melanie? You know, in spite of all the nonsense one hears about Costa Salva having been a dictatorship, the fact is that Francisco Prado held 5 elections in 30 years. I wonder how many other countries can make that claim.
Of course, with the kind of elections my father held, who'd want to make such a claim? Buenas tardes. Look rubbish. You know, we have a story about that in Costa Salva. A story of 3 of the most remarkable men in the world. The President of the United States and the Pope and my father. One night they were all in the shark-infested sea in this boat. But the boat was built for one person. They couldn't decide who should be saved. So the President of the United States said, "Now, I am the leader here of the greatest nation on earth, and I'm the one that should be saved." And the Pope said, "But I am the spiritual guide to the greatest church on earth. Don't you think I should be saved?" And my father said, "Democracy. I am the hope of democracy in all Latin America. What we shall do is vote to see who should be saved." So, 3 men voted. And my father won by 12 votes.
What is so funny?
My father used to laugh at it.
My father would have laughed too, Mr. President. He was chairman of the Republican Party back home, and he used to buy elections all the time.
Yes, if you wanted to vote against my father, you just wrote no on the ballot. But this was defacing public property. You got 20 years for it.
I resent that charge. He was the greatest ruler in Latin America.
It's too bad he had such a slow learner for a son.
It is indeed. Your father died with one great fear. That you would let him down.
Did he say this to you in Spanish or in English?
He said it with respect.
The respect of a dog for his master.
Where did you pick up all this feeling for the people? On your yacht? In Monte Carlo with your Maserati?
Non sono queste le cose che volevi dire, Presidente.
You don't care if your people starve.
I'm sure that's not what the president meant, Frederick. I'm sure...
Shut up!
What you must accept is that my people are no longer for sale.
Who's talking about buying people?
You did. By implication.
I say what's on my mind.
You don't see what's on other people's minds. They don't wish to be humiliated the way you just humiliated your ambassador.
I think if you knew how Frederick felt.
The president hasn't finished, dear. Or are you?
Frederick, please.
What do you think you are? What do you think this country would be without me? You wasn't even born when I was teaching Costa Salva how to mine and to sell what was right underneath his feet.
I really feel it's time.
Nobody asked what you feel.
I think,
Dear.
Frederick is our guest, Rupert. And I think it's time to go inside before the shooting starts. I'd like to preserve the china stemware.
I hope you won't think me ungracious if I excuse myself. I have a lot of work to do.
Of course. It's been an honor having you, Mr. President.
Where is this? General, I want to talk to you alone. Call the airport
Lorenzo.
and tell Luis to get the plane ready. Pack.
Tell me why you called me that first night.
I'll help Frederick in any way I can.
You saying you set me up? Is that what you're saying? You didn't do that for him.
In the beginning, yes.
Do exactly as I told you. Don't be late. Everything is time.
I thought the captain goes last.
Don't worry. Your protector is here. Good luck, Frederick. You really want to get yourself hurt, huh? Pull up. Get rid of him. Do it! Drive.
¡Arriba!
Soy un amigo de Lorenzo. You better brush up your Spanish, my friend. I don't understand what you're saying. No, I'm a friend of Lorenzo. ¡Átalo! Good. Dame estuvas. I don't think you understand. I do understand. Tráelo! I don't think you understand. Oh, sure I do.
¡Atención, escúchanme! Ordeno que me pongan en libertad.
Óyeme, siéntese, hombre.
¡Silencio!
Esto es inútil.
¿Escucharon?
Esta gritería
Te he dicho que silencio. ¡Atención! En nombre de Costa Salva, ordeno que me pongan en libertad. ¡Perros, putas comunistas! Si no me sueltan aquí, voy a quemar a todos vivos, a todos. Desgraciados, imbéciles, infelices. ¡Asesinos! ¡Traidores!
You eliminated someone very important to me.
You even have the language down, don't you?
I thought Stockhines had paid Blair to have you killed. You were the one who paid Blair to have Stockhines killed. You're becoming just like Stockhines. And your father.
Stockhines and my father and everything they represent. And the Western world, as far as I'm concerned, is dead. There's a new force on this earth. And nothing's gonna stop it. You think any European prime minister? You think any American president is any different? You think they give one fuck who they do business with? There's no pride. There's no sense of nation. It's greed. You could have joined me. You could have worked with me. You could have been of use.
You gonna get me out of here or not?
Suéltalo.
Bonaventure Hotel.
Stockhines 3108.
Thank you.
What happened to you?
Cut myself shaving.
You saying you set me up?
In the beginning. Yes.
Graham? Oh. Graham? 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 Graham?
How uncomfortable does it get if there are three?
That depends on who the third person is.
What a vision of loveliness. Could this be a dream?
Where are you going?
West on Sunset. Tell me the truth. Do you really think we have any chance of lasting together?
No.
Neither do I.